Now, friend, as we are here to discuss about the new education policy, it's a best initiative by our government, and the changement in education system is must requirement to develop any country and skill their youth and also with education. And I think this is very good step taken by government. And if you talk about the new education policy, it is the gist of our neighboring country and all over the country. The country education policy.
Friends, I think new. If I talk about the new education policy, it's short form NEP. It is a good initiative to our honorable government. It is change after a big time. So it's affect our education, and it is partially and 533 plus 4, and I think it is good initiative.
Yes.
Yes, friends, I fully agree with you. As you know that our countries keep more young populations, and our government wants to skill youngs. So he provides launched a new education policy. It is based on 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 education systems. It is also
It's a main motto its main motto to our youth is being skilled and not depend in other, and not government depend on government.
After 86, second education policy initiates, but after 30 years, the third new education policy is launched by our governments. So it is more useful for our children, and it's also developing our
Yes.
countries are young, personality developing and skills.
Yes, friend, it's a very good point. If we talk about the achievement of our government for the new education policy and the former education policy that are working now, and the changement given by the and
In new education policy, beginning 5 years in pre-education, and after that, after the primary education, and then we talk about the higher education. Then in old time, if you complete our whole क्या बोलते हैं उसको? अरे
Yes, friends, I fully agree with you. Mm,
tell me, give your point.
Our governments in new education policy, our governments say the children who attends in 5 years class, who learn in our regional language and mother tongue language, and he also governments provide to one foreign language choose, and our governments work in the children's what interesting in their subjects is depends on children, and he choose about our interest subjects, and also he give our best performance in our subjects.
Yes, friend. As we know, we have the second largest population in the world, and the non-employment is play the crucial role against the government, and it's a major thing for us and for our government. For that, this type of a step, the changement in education system and the launching the scheme to be a skill our youth is very important for us, and it's a good step taken by government. And if you talk about this education policy, give us a proper development of children and the youth also with the education, and the main motto of this education policy is that we should not go for the employment in another country. We should
create our job.
create our job in our own country, and we should be self dependent.
Yeah, I agree with you. Nowadays, we saw that every person depends on other, and does not wants to create our own job. So it's a good initiative in our NEP. It's main motto to finish the dependency. A person independent on other. It's a main motto to NEP.
Friends, before NEP 2020, we have got 10 plus 2 policy. And it have a lots of pressure on the students because we have no learn on about 9th class and also in 10th class, and we learn only 2 or 3 months for passing in 10th section, and also we learn only in 12th or 2 or 3 months in 12th, and it takes a lots of pressure on the student. The students also have threatened about he got failed in the board exams, and he is pressurized
you are
by
saying right,
government.
but
Also,
in my point of view,
and
the
it also
pressure
gets
on
society
the
in this
student is,
section also.
the in my point of view, the pressure on the student is also required for doing hard work, because if we not pressurize and if we release them freely, then they deviate and distract
But
their goal.
we got a lot of pressure, and we don't about this taking
I'm not
don't
saying
take knowledge,
Pressure is not
but
solution
Friends,
of education system, sir.
on the
If
pressure
you
of
free
students-
minds, then you focus 100% in
because
our
we have
education
not
subjects,
interest
sir.
in our educational subject. That's
Friends,
like
I agree-
in physics,
I
chemistry,
partially
and
agree
math.
with
We
you.
have a lots of
The
interest
pressure
in
on
our
the
cricket games,
students
and
is
also
some
play
way is
many types of singing songs and painting. We focus on only paintings and games, not focus on educational
Yes,
subjects.
friend.
That like.
I'm
in
not.
this
Yes,
education
friend. I am
policy,
not. I am not saying
students
only
have-
bookish knowledge is education. In my point of view, as you were saying, singing and artists. That's all a point of. That's all a part of education. Then the pressurized for your achievement and for pressurized for the doing work to regarding your
Yeah.
own
Yeah,
view
I
is
partially
required.
agree
Who
with
do
you.
not come pressurized, who call interesting, sir. Interesting
Yeah,
in their subjects, sir.
I partially agree with you. You say that a person, our students when pressurized, then who do their work. It's a good way, and but some ways it's bad happening. Most of students are suicide by the pressurized.
I don't want to say too
In a-
much pressure.
Yeah.
Too much pressure is required, but some
Yeah,
internally pressure.
it's a good pressure is good in some way. I say that.
Yes,
Because-
friends, in this
because
section
they
also we
encourage
see that
the
in
pressure, if
when
we have
we-
internally mental
Increase our own courage.
some mentally
Yeah.
pressure, it increase our courage
Yeah.
to work on our own way
To got our achievement.
to got our achievement.
yes,
Because-
friends, in this section we also included that if we got a board exams and results are announced, and we get a student who has get good marks and a student who had get below marks or if second or third division.
Friends, after
And in this section, who get a good marks, it has no knowledge about the also subject, and he have knowledge. But in this section, we parents, so he had a good marks and he is an intelligent student. So, our society also said that, and in this section, we also parents, students get
yes, friend, as a
pressurized
student,
by
we-
the
yes,
society
friend.
and also gets pressurized by the government.
As
And
a
it-
student, we should not
it
care
is
what
not
the
good for
society
us.
think about us. As a friend, we should not care what the society think about us, because we should doing our own work and moving in our own ways. To
But
achieve the success
our
in
parents wants to get our children get a good mark in
But today
subject.
our parents not supports more children like who pressurize to children to like in you see in urban area who children who belongs to
rural areas.
belongs to our a stronger economic family.
Yeah.
Economic family, you see his parents suppress who becomes like engineers and doctors, but like he did not
Not want
like
to,
this
Interested in
he not interested their subjects, their fields, but after the interference of his parents,
friend.
he
You are saying right, I agree
he
with
take
agree,
this
but we
a
should
step, and he-
aware him.
after he failures in this field, he more students suicides and also
Get
gets
suppressed,
cancer,
get mentally
suicides.
problems.
Yes, sir,
also.
to eradicate this type of mentality from our parents and the the person who belongs to rural area, we should aware about all the profession which are available in our society, and we can achieve the greater thing in this type of sector. Then I think awareness is the major play the major role to be aware the our parents. And
Also
if
the-
you-
As
if
you
you-
say that as you say that our parents are pressurized ours, but the parents should be does not pressurize pressurize their क्या बोलते हैं children and give and take some patience because it's time to achieve anything.
Yes, but if you go to talk about the negative aspect, for the implementation of the new education policy over our country, what is the problem we are going to face?
Yeah.
If we talk in the rural areas, the especially primary teacher on the
Yeah,
they
who is
they
not
they,
skilled.
they have employed on the basis of merit, not on the basis of skill in the education.
Also,
As you said,
India's first state Assam, he implemented the new education policy in 2020 also, and he get up on the based on new education policy and they start education.
Yes,
I think
ma'am.
most of colleges and schools has a lack of teachers, and those people who and those teachers who implement in school and colleges who has a lack of education, because and no teacher wants to proper our work do our work. It's a lack of awareness, and it also create get bad impact in new education policy.
Before the new education policy is going to establish in our country overall,
First of all, we
then
discussed about
our government
implemented
teachers should
develop infrastructure first of all.
first of all
Develops infrastructure.
Yeah.
Teachers
So,
and
implementation of new education policy. Then we implement new education policy.
yes, and also the teacher which are available in the college school and the primary school also, they should be aware about this new education policy and the skill in this to implementation of this
In this
policy.
section also private schools are very
Friends,
get economic also.
I want to include my
And,
topic.
Government also support. First of all, we develop some government schools and we get a facility in government school to how and also restricts a very strict rule in this section also.
A great person said that if you see the future of any countries, you go to that country's schools and you see the education of the country's
That's right.
children. So our country to give I think it's good steps. Good step.
Children
set
are
by our
future of the
children,
country.
set by our government. Our government after the age of 3, children go to schools and he play sports and he draw paintings, learn about any other things.
In all the sector they interested.
And
Yes, but it for the mentally development of any children. This is very required, and we should not pressure over any youth or children to do a particular thing as our parents view, and they should be free to do what they want to do, and then they can achieve their goal, and then they can do their
I think
get their give their 100% to in their own work.
because a person give our 100% in which way in which interested in high.
They get success more.
Yeah.
Yes, friend. Now I conclude my topic. The conclusion is
How
that
many times
should,
you conclude
if we are
your
going to our government should do, and the government should have the proper planning to implement the new education policy over the country, and our teachers should also be skilled before the implementation of education policy. That's all.
I think it is a good initiative to our government, because it's a very long time not change our education policy. After
After
34 years, it's
The third-
it is change, and I think for the implementation of NEP, government should good a step, and it wants to our teacher should be skilled also.
Yes, friends, you are saying right. So, in my conclusion of this topic, government should set a good step for our students, and government wants to solve the problem of employment of young generation, and also its work on the education systems to as you know that our countries are developing country, and also new education policy help to our country's economic growth, and also its work on this a part of digital India. To the time digitalization is a very important in our any countries
In
and
this
nation.
section, we also included that GDP increases in our education policy that 6%.
Yeah, okay, final conclusion.